This is the image of simple distillation. So this is distillation flask. This is a distillation flask. This flask we have to take the salt water. Salt water means sea water we have to take. Okay, this is burner. So burner, what is the use of burner? If we want to heat, so after heating only we have to separate the water from a salt water. Okay, here this is stream. This is stream. This stream, if you are heating means water will evaporate, and stream means water vapor. Okay, if you are heating means here water will move, and this is condensation tube. This is condensation tube. So if you are heating means water vapor will move to the condensation tube. The steam is condensed in a tube cooled by water. Already I told no children, condensation means cooling process. So what is the duty of this condensation flask? This is for cooling by water. This tube is cooled by water. So here two openers here. One is cooling water out. Cooling water out. Here we have to insert the water. Cooling water in. We have to in the water. So after this condensation, the sea water is converted into pure water. The sea water is converted into pure water. So what is the use of simple distillation? Sea water is converted into pure water. We have to separate. For this purpose only we have to use the distillation. Okay, so what are the methods are involved in this distillation process? Evaporation and condensation. Evaporation and condensation. Okay, what are the boiling points of the liquids we have used in the distillation method? More than 25 Kelvin. That liquids we have to separate the simple distillation method. Okay, and the next method is fractional distillation. The next method is fractional distillation. Already in 8th standard you have studied the fractional distillation. Do you remember that, children? Crude oil. How we can separate the crude oil? Which method we are used to separate the crude oil? Yes, absolutely correct. So fractional distillation means fractions. So to separate two or more miscible liquids. What means? Two or more miscible liquids. Okay, so what is the difference between simple distillation and fractional distillation? Simple distillation means salt and water we have to use to separate. Salt water converted into pure water. But here to separate two or more miscible liquids which do not differ much in their boiling points. Which do not differ much in their boiling points. So what are the boiling points of the liquids we have discussed? We have separate by fractional distillation. Boiling point is less than 25 Kelvin. Simple distillation means more than 25 Kelvin. Fractional distillation means boiling point is less than 25 Kelvin. Next, fractional distillation. Fractional distillation is used in petrochemical industry. Fractional distillation is used in petrochemical industry to obtain different fractions of petroleum to separate the different gases from air to distill alcohols. So here I will show one image for you for fractional distillation. This is a image of diagram of fractional distillation. This is the image of fractional distillation. So the same method, one is like simple distillation, like we have to follow the fractional distillation, but here fractionating column we have to used. So this is distillation flask. This distillation flask we have to take the alcohol and water. Alcohol and water, both also it's a miscible. Both also it's a miscible liquid. So this method we have to separate the two or more miscible liquids only we have to separate by fractional distillation. So on the distillation flask we have to take the alcohol and water. So if you are heating the alcohol and water, so this mixture if you are heating means here water, the vapor it's passed from the fractions. Here fractions will be there, no? Do you know the children? So this is a fraction. Okay, so like this it will move to the condensation tube. Condensation tube. So first here water out. Here we are using the thermometer. Here already I told, no, this is fractionating column. This is fractionating column. Here water out. Here cold water in. Cold water in. So after this process we have to get the alcohol. After we have to get the alcohol. Okay, have you all clear, children? This is only fractional distillation. In 8th standard already have studied the fractional distillation. Do you remember that, children? Fractional, but 8th standard we have separate the crude oil. Crude oil means crude oil contains what are the liquids are present in crude oil? Yes, kerosene, paraffin wax, petrol, petroleum gas, diesel, all the things are mixed in crude oil. Okay, so that crude oil, if you are using the fractional distillation, mean crude oil is converted into paraffin wax. Next, depend on the boiling points. Depend on the boiling points. Okay, have you all clear, children, fractional distillation? Next, we are going to discuss about chromatography. Chromatography. So what is mean by chromatography? Chromatography means it's nothing but it's a one of the technique. It is one of the technique to separate the mixture. Already there's a distillation, sublimation, solvent extraction. These words and all did you hear in 8th standard onwards. But still now you did not hear this word chromatography. Chromatography means it's nothing but this is also one of the method of separation of mixture. This is one of the method of separation of mixtures. How we can separate this chromatography method? For example, adsorption and absorption. Do you know what is the difference between adsorption and absorption? Okay, adsorption means, listen, adsorption is a process in which the particles of a substances is concentrated only at the surface of another substances. Adsorption means substances is concentrated only at the surface of another substances. Absorption means is the process in which the substance is uniformly distributed throughout the bulk of another substance. I will say one example for adsorption and absorption. Okay, we have to take one chalk piece. Okay, for example, we have to take a chalk stick. Okay, it is dipped in ink. The surface retains the color of the ink. The surface retains the color of the ink due to the adsorption of colored molecules. Adsorption of colored molecules. While the solvent of the ink goes deeper. Listen. The solvent of the ink goes deeper into the stick. Due to deeper into the stick mean that is called absorption. Only surface area alone it is there mean that is called adsorption. Absorption mean deeper into the stick due to the absorption. So hence on breaking the chalk stick, it is found to be white from inside. Okay, so that is the difference between adsorption and absorption. Adsorption means only at the surface of another substances, only at the surface alone it is present in the another substances. Absorption means it is uniformly distributed throughout the bulk of another substances. I told one example. For example, chalk piece you have to take. The chalk piece you have to dip in ink or water, anything you have to take. Only surface alone it will wet mean that is called adsorption. So okay, deeper into the water mean that is called absorption. Okay, so this is called chromatography. So which principle is used in the chromatography? Which principle we have used to separate by this chromatography method means, listen, solubility. Chromatography is based on the principle of solubility. Chromatography is based on the principle of solubility. Okay, have you all clear, children? Next, what are the types of chromatography? Many types of chromatography will be there, but in 9th standard only we are going to discuss about paper chromatography. What is mean by paper chromatography? This method is used to separate different colored dyes. Dyes mean different colors. So the different colors we have to separate means which method we are used to separate? Paper chromatography. Yes. So this method is used to separate the different colored dyes. Okay, I will show one image, children. This is the image of paper chromatography. For example, this is a glass. This glass we have to take this is absorption paper. Okay, this is chromatographic paper. This chromatographic paper we have to take the solution. Okay, any miscible solutions we have to take. Okay, here above this chromatographic paper above 2 centimeter we have to draw one line. Okay, on this line we have to keep it on the solvent. Here one thing is there, no? And next class we have to take the one suitable solvent. So the wetness will be increased, no? That is next class the wetness fully it will be increased. Do you know the difference in the colors, children? That is called paper chromatography. Okay, today what are the topics we have discussed, children? Yes, separation of mixtures. What is mean by separation of mixtures? Any unwanted materials we want to separate means we have to use some methods. What are the methods we are used to separate the unwanted materials? Yes. For example, how many methods we have discussed in today's class? Yes, 6 methods we have discussed. First method is sublimation. Second method is centrifugation. Third method is solvent extraction. Fourth method is simple distillation. Fifth method is fractional distillation. And sixth method is chromatography. Chromatography. Okay, sublimation means solid state is directly converted into liquid state without attaining. Solid state is converted into gaseous state. Directly solid is converted into gaseous state without attaining liquid state. That is called sublimation. Okay. Centrifugation means fine particles. Fine particles we have to separate. For example, in pathological laboratories, blood cell we have to separate. Blood cell we have to separate from the blood sample for this centrifugation. Okay. So, which principle we are using in the washing machine? Centrifugation method. Okay. Which principle is used in the washing machine? Centrifugation. Next method is solvent extraction. Solvent extraction. So, which apparatus we are used to separate the mixtures? Is separating funnel. Separating funnel. In the solvent extraction, what are the particles we have to take? Two immiscible liquids. Two immiscible liquids. So, that is two immiscible liquids we can separate means we have to use a solvent extraction. Which apparatus we are used to separate? Separating funnel. Okay. Next is simple distillation. What are the methods are involved in this distillation process? Is evaporation and condensation. What are the boiling points of the liquids we have separated by this distillation method? Yes, more than 25 Kelvin. More than 25 Kelvin. What is the use of simple distillation? Yes, seawater is converted into pure water. Seawater is converted into pure water. Next one, fractional distillation. Fractional distillation. What are the boiling points of the liquids we have to separate by fractional distillation? Less than 25 Kelvin. Mostly fractional distillation is used in petroleum industries. Petroleum industries. For example, crude oil. Crude oil contains many miscible liquids. For example, paraffin wax, petrol, diesel, kerosene, petroleum gas, all the things we have to separate from crude oil. Okay, so which method we are used to separate the crude oil? By fractional distillation. So, what is the boiling point of fractional distillation? Boiling point is less than 25 Kelvin. Okay. Next, the last method is chromatography. Next, last method is chromatography. So, chromatography means two processes involved in the chromatography. One is adsorption and another one is absorption. Only on the surface. It is only on the surface it will distribute mean that is called adsorption. Okay. Uniform distributed present in that another particle mean that is called absorption. Okay. So, chromatography is based on the which principle? Yes, solubility. Chromatography is based on the solubility. Chromatography is based on the solubility. Have you all clear, children? Okay. Thank you.